I always enjoy watching VanCam!
This is VanCam, this is VanCam you waited for.
Why did you jump off it, Steve? Oh, baby, all I want for Christmas is 3 points! 3 points for Manchester United! Are you listening, you fat white bearded bastard? That's all I want for Christmas is 3 points. I forgot what it's like to get them. I don't ask for much. Welcome aboard to the Manchester United VanCam, yeah? I am Kev Ashford and you are very welcome. Hope everybody is alright. We've got plenty to get through this week, including a new segment of the show which joins me on my travel to Old Trafford for the Arsenal game. I did a bit of shooting, bit of videoing, you know what I mean? Vlogs, I think they call them vlogs. So that will be the first up in VanCam this week. If you're watching it live as it premieres, fair play to you, and thank you very much last week again to regular watchers Alex Rudd, who I actually think is an Arsenal fan, so be interested to get his thoughts on the game, and Sion Jones, who put a £5 in. Both, thank you very much. All proceeds will go to the VanCam piss up, which has been penciled in for Boxing Day. I'll be at Old Trafford that day, so yeah, feel free to do whatever the hell you want, but everybody that's watching, thanks very much anyway. First up, the Arsenal match. Yes, so we want to get my thoughts on it, or you might want to get my thoughts on it. Doesn't matter. Let's cut to a thing that we're calling Match Day KevCam. Yeah, this is where I drive to Old Trafford and it feels like you're with me. So let's run this shit.
Manchester United.
All night long. This is Kev Ashford driving a car. Bet you never thought you'd see that before, but I thought I'd do something a little different. Apologies if it's a bit dark, but it's night time, innit? What can I do? I'm on my way to Old Trafford. It's Wednesday. It's 6:10, cruising through Fallowfield at the minute. I'm going to hit traffic very, very shortly. It's Manchester United against Arsenal, so I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm on the way to the ground now, and I'm predicting United to win 2-0. I know, what's Kev been smoking? Don't do that shit. But listen, on a serious note, this is a game that it's a rivalry. It's certainly not as intense as it used to be when you think of McClare, Winterburn, you know, Keown jumping over Van Nistelrooy, that dirty crater-faced bastard. And obviously Keane against Vieira. You know, these were two teams that have challenged over the last, whatever, 20 years. Well, Arsenal haven't for the last 10 actually, I'll cut that out anyway, but you know what I mean, they used to be challenging. That's where this huge rivalry come from, and it just doesn't feel the same driving to the ground today, mainly to do with the fact that Arsenal are absolutely shit hot at the minute and United are just shit. They're really diabolical at the minute, so I'm hoping for a win. I'm going to predict a 2-0. So obviously on my way back when I record the after thing, if you know we've been beaten, then I'm going to look a right tit. But I'm sure a lot of people out there will say, Kev, you are a tit, and they probably would be right. But we'll see. I've got the red tinted specs on, maybe, you know, I'm just driving along thinking, we'll do this tonight. And you know what it is, in a strange way, because Arsenal are so confident. Every single Arsenal fan that's coming to this match tonight will be thinking, we'll do these tonight. And they should think that, but for that reason, I think they won't. I think it'll be typical Arsenal. How many times have they buckled at Old Trafford? 6-1s, 8-2s, crazy shit, man. I'm not saying it's going to be that, far from it. I don't even think we scored 8 goals all season, so we're certainly not going to do it in one game, but let's see what happens, and I'll see you in the ground or outside the ground, whatever. Yes. Okay, so it's about this time now that I should just level with you and be honest. The KevCam, basically the battery went on it. So when I actually got to Old Trafford, because I rushed home from work, I had a quick bite to eat, got there. By the time I did the start of it, the battery went, so I couldn't continue it. So bit of an anticlimax there. Bet you were thinking this is going to be shit hot, and it pretty much was anyway. If you actually go back to that and listen to my prediction, Oh yeah, Kev, didn't I say United would score 2 goals? Of course I did. Watch it back. Anyway, that's what you get for being a football expert. Hopefully I can get match day Kev Cam going for the next one. I'm at the Fulham match at the weekend, a few over Christmas as well. So we'll put that on the back burner for a bit. So sorry to have got you a bit excited, but that's probably like a teaser of what's to come. Anyway, but my thoughts on the actual Arsenal game itself, it was much better when you consider Mourinho made like 7 changes to the team that played against Southampton. We had players like Bailly, who I thought was absolutely mint, considering he's not played for God knows how long. There was a bit where he won the ball, sort of pivoted on it, span round to the crowd as if to say, come on, you know, this is a team that has been questioned about not having leaders. And I think a few players stood up to it against Arsenal. Herrera, Bailly, even Rojo to an extent. But the thing is, at the end of the day, again, it's 2 mistakes. Now, people keep saying to me, Kev, you are deluded because you want Mourinho to stay at United. I'm not. I want him, of course I want him to stay at United. I want to see him succeed. This is the manager I wanted to replace Sir Alex Ferguson. I blame the board, I blame the Glazers for everything. Mourinho's there now. Yes, he's got to deal with what he's got there in front of him. He wasn't backed in the transfer market in the summer. He openly said that he wanted to get a central defender in. Didn't happen because of the board. They wouldn't back him and support him. So we just have to play now with what we've got. But you can't blame Mourinho for them 2 mistakes against Arsenal. That wasn't in the script. You know, De Gea, you know, the man that rarely makes mistakes. You just pound the ball into the net, yeah? Rojo, you know, you go sliding into Lacazette, you know, bang, 2 goals. And against like Tottenham, when you look back at Old Trafford, you're not telling me that Mourinho said, hey, Lukaku, take the ball around Lloris, and when you've got an open goal, just put it wide. You know, and yeah, maybe it is a confidence thing, but the best thing, I think, from that team selection against Arsenal was the fact that he decided to leave out Pogba and Lukaku. United looked much better. Rashford give his all. Lingard again. At least the pressing game starts from the front. Now, if you've got Lukaku in that team, he's not going to stretch defences. He's not going to run left and right. He's not going to close the ball down. Rashford will. That's all I've got to say on the matter, and apologies again for Kev Cam. I know a few of you are getting very excited there, but like I said, I'll get it sorted. So we might as well start with a thing that we call Fellaini Watch. Let's have a look at what that big, former bushy-haired tit has been at this week in a thing we call Fellaini Watch. Great ball in, here's a big man! You bushy-haired tit! Bring back the bush! This is Fellaini Watch. It's where we look at the world of the former bushy-haired bastard. Let's see what he's been up to. Well, against Southampton, as a fan's view, I didn't think he did particularly great, but I don't want to be too harsh on him because everybody else was dog shit as well. In the Arsenal game, he did come on. He got his cameo role. This is the point where Jose always says, Fellaini can change the game. Remember against Juventus when we got beat Old Trafford and he said, no Fellaini to change the game. So basically there's no other ideas or any other tactics to play. It's just bring the big man on and lump the ball into him. But oh my word, did he make a name for himself when he come on against the Arsenal. Yeah, he come on and pulled Matteo Gudim's hair. Pulled his hair, what's all that about, man? This has happened to Fellaini before and Fellaini did not like it. So, as he's running along, I mean, don't get me wrong, Gudimi really did my tits in. I didn't even know who he was. I looked and I thought, what's Russell Brand doing playing for Arsenal? You know, is that how bad they've become? And to be honest, Russell Brand's probably a better footballer and would not have spent so much time lying around on the floor, the shithouse. Yeah, Fellaini pulled his hair, but there's no need to drop to the deck like you've been... Whoosh. Well, that wasn't even a gunshot. That's... Like a gunshot. That's what I mean. Yeah? And he's rolling around like a dickhead. I tell you what it is. The reason he pulled his hair. Hashtag hair envy. That's what it is. Fellaini's had a nightmare recently, forgetting his birthday, then he shaves the bush, right? I said the bush has got magical powers, why go and shave it? So he's looked at Russell Brand here, playing for Arsenal, and thought, I'm having a tug of them luscious looks. locks. That's because they're luscious and lovely. He'd probably do the same to John Vallandigham, who's a VanCam regular, yeah? It's envy. He's envious of the hair. He's regretting shaving the bush. But what I will say, from being at the Arsenal match and up close looking at Marouane, we're only about a week away from the bush getting back to what it was. It's nearly half grown already. So the bush will return. And I'll be able to take this duct tape off my head. Another one from the Arsenal match, actually, was the referee. What an absolute dick he was. Marouane Fellaini makes a challenge, wins the ball. The referee had his back to the challenge, but then turned round and thought, oh, it's that former bushy-haired dickhead, you know, yellow card, free kick. Yeah, his reputation precedes him. But he's probably right, because Fellaini is a ticking time bomb. Pull out the pin, throw him onto the pitch, God knows what's going to go. You know, there's going to be a bang somewhere. That's Fellini Watch. Okay, so that was Fellini Watch. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, go and do a muff dive, do whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. One game I didn't mention was the Southampton result, which was a disappointing 2-2, considering we went 2 goals behind. We showed a bit of spirit and character to get back into the game, but we just never pressed on. Bit like the Arsenal match. Why do we have to wait to go 1-0 behind before kicking on? You know, we get an equaliser, 2-1 behind within 13 seconds of the retake. We're back on level terms. It's just not what we are used to. I know we've been spoilt as fans, but from the Southampton game, Scott McTominay, what's he sniffing Lukaku's ass for? I mean, behind a wall. I remember Anderson doing this for Man United against Arsenal. He wasn't sniffing Lukaku's ass because Lukaku wasn't at United then. But you know what I mean? We were actually taking the free kick. Anderson stood behind the wall to put the keeper off, which he did, and we scored. What was McTominay doing? I do not understand the tactical nous or anything behind that, what he was actually at. Secondly, up Paul Pogba was an absolute disgrace when he lost the ball in the middle of the park and just threw his arms out. What is all that about? You know, he's probably thinking in his head, oh, this is going to be all over social media, you know, I'm going to get ridiculed or something. So bollocks to that, mate. The minute you lose that ball, you fight to get it back. And then there was Calamity Lukaku, which was absolutely hilarious. And I don't mind saying that as a United fan. I sort of rolled my eyes, but I could see the funny side of it. Lots has been made. Lots have been made about Lukaku's first touch. And Southampton, that game just summed it up. As the ball gets in, you know, played into him, it's like he's been sniped from the crowd. He drops and then he pretends to be injured because he knows he looked like an absolute twat and a cockstroker. Yeah. Again, just get back up on your feet. Take it, the fact that your first touch is really shit, and go and win that ball back, yeah? Rant over. Next up, we're going to do the big VanCam debate. Make sure you get involved.
The big VanCam debate!
He's been telling me Fellaini is shite. This is the big VanCam debate. We do this every week. I'm going to get through this really quickly this week. Last week's question was on David De Gea, and it was basically to say, do you think he'll stay or do you think he'll leave? In fact, I think I actually said David De Gea. You having that? Yeah, like last week? Of course you are. Or David, see you later. So what were you thinking on this one? I can inform you that 60% of the VanCam community said David De Gea. They think he's going to stay. Now, I don't know whether some of these fans of Man United that have voted on this have actually done this with red tinted specs on. Is that what you really think? Is that, or is it more what you want? Don't get me wrong, man, I do not want to see David De Gea leave. Sorry, the phone was ringing then. David De Gea leave. I want him to stay as well. I want him to be David De Gea, but we'll just have to see how that one pans out. This week is going to be a real quick one. We've done polls before on Lukaku and Pogba. This week, it's been speculated that both of them could leave Man United, but I want to throw a bit of a curveball in there and ask you, if you had to choose which one to actually leave, so one leaves, one stays, who would you choose? Pogba or Lukaku? Who leaves? Who would you prefer to leave? Both players should be coming up to the prime of their career. They're obviously not doing it in a red shirt. The fact that Lukaku come out just before the Juventus game and said he'd love to play for Juventus one day. Good, yeah. Good, yeah, try that one, mate. They probably won't want you now after your performances. And Pogba is just becoming infuriating with his performances, trying all this showboating shit, and just keep it simple. But question this week, which one would you prefer to get rid of? Pogba or Lukaku? There should be an eye up here. If you click on that, you can register your vote. There is no sitting up on the fence. Why would you want to do that, you shitbag? I tell you something, if it's one of them wooden fences, garden fences, and you're sat up there, they only have a lifespan of, what, 15, 20 years if you preserve it and paint it with that shit. But if you're up there that long, and all of a sudden, with the weight and all that, the strain on the wood, if it starts to go, they're usually wooden slats. You're gonna hit every slat on the way down. And basically, if you're a male, you will not be able to have children. In fact, probably works with a female as well. So yes, you will not be able to have children. So make a decision. Who would you rather let go? Or let me rephrase it. Who would you rather keep? Pogba or Lukaku? Yeah, I'm a professional. I'll give you the result next week.
The big VanCam debate.
What the fuck? That was the big VanCam debate. Make sure you get involved in that. I'll give you the result next week. And next we fly straight into CockStroker of the week. Let's find out who's #1 this week.
The CockStroker of the week.
Big up yourself. This is CockStroker of the week. It's where we find out who's been a bad bell end, and I've got 4 contenders for this week. I've had to put them into a top 4. Coming in straight at #4 is something that I witnessed with my own eyes. I'm at Old Trafford Wednesday night, making my way around the ticket office, and I see a lad in the pink United shirt. That's not the reason he's at #4. What it was, it's the new, obviously, the United shirt, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, he's got Ronaldo #7 on the back of his shirt. I'm thinking, down with that kind of shit. So I get the phone out, as I get closer on closer inspection, he's replaced the R-O-N, Ron, with R-O-S. So it actually said Rossnaldo. So he's obviously called Ross, or yeah, it probably is called Ross. And he's actually got that on his shirt. Down with that kind of shit. Here's the picture. I took a picture to show you all. Rossnaldo. You know what I mean? #3 this week is not a great friend of mine. It is Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, who, if you actually turned him into a piece of footwear that you'd wear at the beach, would become Jurgen Flip Flop. You can put that one in the bag, yeah? Share that one. Jurgen Klopp this week, basically against Burnley, there was a few mad challenges going in, and one on Joe Gomez, which could see him out on the sidelines for a while. But after this, Jurgen Klopp's actually come out and said that slide tackling should be banned, yeah? Down with that slide tackling. And whilst you're at it, we might as well stop heading the ball and them overhead kicks. Down with that shit. Imagine they were banned as well. Wayne Rooney against Man City would have never happened. But come on, slide tackling. They've already tried taking tackling out of the game. It's virtually a non-contact sport, and now he wants slide tackling, basically because he got roughed up by Burnley. It was, you know, a bad challenge and stuff, but slide tackling, what is wrong with me, man? Slide tackling out of the game. Seriously, Jurgen, you're in at #3. #2 comes from a DJ that I'd never heard of, but he certainly went viral this week. I'm sure you've actually seen it. It was at the presentation of the Ballon d'Or, and the woman, or the presentation for the Women's Award, went to Ada Hegerberg. And as she went up on stage, this DJ, Martin Solveig, basically said to her, you know, will you twerk? I mean, down with that kind of shit. I mean, as far as sexism goes, this is just up there. It just shows what an absolute dick this guy is, and that's why he's number 2 as CockStroker of the week. I mean, he could have gone the full whole hog, couldn't he, and pulled out a Hoover and said, you know, will you give this a run around the stage? You know, there's some dishes over there to clean. I mean, dearie me. But anyway, he got dogs abuse all angles on social media, and rightly so. He has come out and apologised, and in fairness to her, Ada Hegerberg did come out after it and say that, you know, she's no hard feelings and she didn't take offence to it. But I mean, as you see from the actual video of when he asked her, let's just play that quickly.
Est-ce que tu sais twerker?
No.
Kylian Mbappe's face says it all for me. When I seen it, I was like, down with that shit. And that's a reason that this clown is number 2. And the thing is, if this penis was in charge of giving out that award in the male category that went to Luka Modric for the Ballon d'Or, would he have asked Luka Modric to twerk? I don't think so. No. Number 1 this week, and prepare yourself for a belly full of laughter, yeah. Anyway, this week it goes to Karen Brady, who is the vice chairwoman, or whatever, of West Ham. Now, she's come out with an absolute corker this week. Raheem Sterling is reaching towards the level of George Best. Yeah, so Karen Brady thinks that Raheem Sterling is reaching towards the level of George Best. I'm sorry, but it will never happen. George Best was the greatest, in my opinion, basically just for sheer talent, the way he took the piss. I cannot remember the last time I've seen Raheem Sterling play and I've gone, holy shit, what did he just do there? Well, probably when he missed a chance from about 3 yards out or something. But George Best was the ultimate showman. He just turned up, he literally took the piss. He was like the kid in the playground that nobody could get near because he was just that good. You were there taking off your rucksack, throwing at him, trying to beat him up. There was a lad at our school, Danny Neal, and he was brilliant actually. That's where it's come from. He should have made it. But anyway, less of that shit, because everyone's like, what are you on about, Kev? Karen Brady, you are number 1 CockStroker of the week this week, for basically saying that Raheem Sterling is on his way to being as good as George Best.
CockStroker of the week.
Top off, ready for action. This is fast becoming the least favourite part of my show. It is your comments, mainly to be doing with those horrendous lookalikes that keep coming in. First in, I've got Dave Birtwhistle, who has said, favour to ask you, could you give Kyle Senior a happy birthday shout out for next week? Think it's the 11th of December. What kind of a man are you, Birtwhistle? What do you mean you think it's the 11th? Do you know what I mean? I'm all organised there trying to do VanCam, and you think it's the 11th. But either way, Kyle Senior, happy birthday for the 11th, we think. What kind of a man are you, Birtwhistle, man? Alan the Cat said, wow, I think this is the best YouTube fan TV I've seen. So funny, just brilliant. Came up on autoplay, which is odd as I'm a Liverpool fan. Nobody's perfect. So auto thumb down, then I let it play and couldn't help pissing myself at the skills on display. Oh yeah. Bushy head swat, just brilliant. I'm actually going to sub, which hurts, but so funny. Hopefully I've not lost you, Alan the Cat, because Jurgen Klopp was in CockStroker of the week, but hopefully I'll keep you anyway. I've always said there's fans of all walks of life, different teams, even shit teams like Liverpool. You know what I mean? I'm not teamist. IE said about Marouane Fellaini, I wonder what Marouane Fellaini thinks of your show. Only show on YouTube where there is a segment devoted just to him. Would he be flattered or miffed? I'd say he'd be pretty much both, because since I'm becoming quite a big deal now on the old YouTube thing, you know, it won't be long before Marouane, you know, like Jesse Lingard, Rashford, you know, goes into the change rooms. Hey Marouane, seen this lad? He's funny as fuck. and he takes a piss out of you. Elle said, oh, this was on last week. Let me play the video quickly. This was Fellaini. It was in last week's Fellaini Watch. Fellaini lost his mascot, and he sort of looks round gormlessly as if to say, where did he go? Now, a lot of people that had their say on this. Elle said Fellaini didn't lose his mascot. It could be one or two things. He elbowed the kid and didn't realise it, which could have been easily done, you know, as he was just turning round. Big tree. Or number two, the kid didn't recognise him without the bush and just went home. I think I like that one. I think I'd be like, got the short straw here. Who's this kid? Dags said, I don't think Fellaini lost that kid. I think that kid fucked off to save the embarrassment. See the theme we're running with here? Yeah. What else have we got next? John Valindinga. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. The man with beautiful hair. If anyone's watching for the first time, John Valindinga once went round America on a little tour. He got his own VanCam t-shirt made up and just promoted it. Listen to this. An email. Electronic mail. He said, hi, Kevin. Hi, John. Legend. As you know, it is my crusade to spread the word of VanCam across the world. But I am not alone. My entire family has given a hand in this quest. Oh, God. First up is my youngest daughter, Veronica Ann. Veronica runs a pub in Ridgefield Park. And on match day you watch Manchester United or you watch nothing at all, but most of all Friday is VanCam day. Here are a couple of pictures with Veronica and co-worker Brian, and on the wall is the famous VanCam sign. Right, the picture should come up now. Look at Veronica and look at Brian. Oh my God, absolute legend. They're going in to the VanCam Hall of Fame. Look at them. Brian's got the big finger out. He's like, yeah. And the t-shirt. Oh, pride. I cannot believe it, man. And up on the wall is a picture. And if you look really closely, it says, where is it now? It says Man United fans, VanCam on YouTube. And it says Google VanCam Kevin Ashford YouTube news episodes every Friday. And this is in a bar in America. VanCam is being advertised in America, and it's no surprise. I was looking at a few statistics the other day. Obviously, United Kingdom's a top watched place from VanCam. It used to be Ireland in second, but Ireland's dropped down now. America's in second. You know what I mean? They always say, crack America, and you've cracked it. So that's, Valindingam's helping me, and Veronica and Brian. Where do you go from here? Where do you go? Anyway, one more. We could have finished on a right high note there. Nothing's going to better that, is it? Ali J. Right, this was last week. I did say that if anyone wants to send in any videos introducing themselves to get on the start of VanCam. Earlier on, it was some lad called Cristiano who sent a video and he said, I'd love to be on it. I said, yeah, whatever. I just put it on because nobody else sent one in. But I did say that if you come across like a big celebrity like Vanessa Feltz, Dean Gaffney, you know, just run up and say, will you just say, I'm Dean Gaffney, you know, and you're watching VanCam. It's done. Send it over. We can use it. But Ali J has said, you could do the Dean Gaffney bit. Nobody would notice. Cheeky twasted! That's the mix between a twat and a bastard. I put it together. Twasted is the word for you. In fact, I go as far as to say, and oh, I've never used this one before, but there's a mix of a word that mixes in bastard and another one. It would be custard, you cheeky custard. You can work out the start for yourself, but I cannot believe it. I'm gonna die in this van one day doing VanCam. You cheeky bastard! Dean Gaffney. I'm not having that one. I'm certainly not. Last week it was Luke Chadwick. Now it's Dean Gaffney. Do you know what? I'd be well within my rights now to just say that VanCam is done. I swear to God, the way I'm feeling. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm out for my mate's 40th tonight, so I'll have a few pints. I'm going to sleep on this one, but oh, I tell you what, Ali J, you'll have all the VanCam community. If this has sent me over the edge, you better watch your back, because I've got an army of VanCam cammers out there and they will get you. Ooh, cheeky bastard. Anyway, make sure you subscribe. Obviously you subscribe, but if you're not, do it. Make sure the notification bell's on. Videos could be uploaded at any time, but more importantly, it is usually a Friday night. Trying to settle on a time. If we can all get a time right that we're all happy to sit down and watch it, get in the super chat, have the crack, let me know. Tonight's video might be a bit early, but that's because I'm going out. So let me know what a good time is, you know, for the regulars. I'm thinking Duncan Orr, Andrew Glass, Valindingham, Burt Whistle, you know, Viking Red. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed anyone out. I can't go through them all anyway. The Twitter is at KevinAshford7. You can follow my antics on there. KevinAshford7 on the Instagram and the Facebook page. Oh, I'm just dropping it in. See what I'm doing. That is at Kev's VanCam. Make sure you have a top weekend. Not sure if I will now. If you don't hear from me next week, you know what's happened. Ali J has just basically pissed on everyone's chips and ruined it for the lot of us, or you. Yeah, because, yeah. This weekend it is Fulham. Why is he putting a hard hat on? You know, people who haven't watched, what's he doing? It's purely for health and safety reasons. Fulham this weekend, I will be at Old Trafford. If we cannot beat Fulham on Saturday, we might as well. Do you know, I give up on United as well. I'll end VanCam, and I'm going to finish VanCam if we do not beat Fulham. You heard it here first, yeah? That is a threat, yeah? So for United this weekend, come on United! It's Fulham for fuck's sake! We can't beat these, we might as well just give up altogether. I said your love, keep on lifting me high.